tell everyone.
Doing book reviews with Ben Askren. It's called Books with Ben.
Fake reading.
I'd rather smell like tomato, mango, tropical fruit. I'll just have some kale, please.
Stop!
Amazing podcast.
Very good. I believe that. Roll it. Let's do a rise and check out Bryan Callen's new podcast. This one was great. Wait till you see this. Remember, we discovered that he's doing Zoolander. Remember that? He's a man-made.
You're more dead to me than your dead mother. I just thank the Lord she didn't live to see her son as a mermaid. Merman. Merman.
He's doing Zoolander! Here we go. Ooh. I got a little haircut. Can you tell? People really like this rise. The imitators. The imposters. They keep doing rises, you'll see. Rise. Hit it. Beautiful rise today. People, I guess, have been asking him to come back. Bryan, you need to do a solo podcast. We love the show. CoffeeZilla even reached out to me. You know CoffeeZilla?
Love
Steve.
That guy.
Is that okay to tell people his name?
God,
Steve?
dox much.
Steve.
Shut the fuck up.
CoffeeZilla even messaged me. He goes, Mike, this Bryan Callen podcast. He goes, it might be the worst podcast I've ever seen. I had to stop. I couldn't believe what I was watching. I had to stop all the stuff you say about a bad podcast he said about this. So if it's hitting CoffeeZilla's radar, it's got to be really bad.
Bryan Callen, this is his intro song. Bryan Callen,
yes.
one hell of an intro song. His comedy is marvelous.
He's a patriot. Look at that. He's a genius in world politics. Is that? Did he used to be like a politics guy?
For like 5 days straight, my brain has been going, he's a genius in world politics.
There he is. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Welcome to my solo show. Oh, I will have guests, but for now, it's just me, Bryan Callen. I'm wearing...
Sounds good. Looks good. So he's in the corner. He's got this beautiful... Is this the same studio that him and Sam do that show in?
I
Because
think
this
so.
wall stuff looks pretty familiar. No matter where you go, they've got a seam right in the brick. Why didn't you start here and start the brickwork out and have your seam down the wall? So there he is. He looks great. Looks like he's at one of those new taco places.
Welcome to my solo show. Oh, I will have guests, but for now, it's just me, Bryan Callen. I'm wearing essentially, please enjoy this off pink shirt I'm wearing. And when I say off pink,
See, he's still one of these guys who's, I'm wearing pink. I got to tell everybody look, I got some pink on here. I don't have to tell anybody about it.
Ugh.
There's a lot of guys like this who think, I'm wearing pink. I better address this pink stuff.
I mean, it feels almost like coral or shrimp.
Coral, shrimp.
Taupe. I don't know colors,
No.
but here's what you need to know.
Stupid!
I was in an Airbnb. I had to do some laundry. They had a mango-scented detergent. Used it, and now I smell like mango.
Mango!
I don't like smelling like fruit when I walk around. That's an interesting concept. I'd rather smell like leather. I'd rather smell like
Man stuff.
gunmetal. I'd like to
Gunmetal.
smell like a combination of leather, gunmetal, maybe some pipe tobacco.
It reminds me of like the Oppenheims from Selling Sunset, where everything's leather bound, man clocks. You know? Yeah, he's got a real hang up about being a man. Here's some more.
I think it's just my instinct. When I walk into a bar full of strange men, when I engage with a group of men from another tribe, I don't want to smell like fruit. I don't especially want to smell like tropical fruit. Technically, a tomato is a fruit. So if I smell
and it kind of goes on like that for about 8 minutes until it starts getting real brutal.
I actually think that everything Chris Lee has ever said might
Whoa.
have originated from my rib.
Christy!
Because he comes from my rib. So, but that's a whole different story. By the way, guys, couple messages from our sponsors. Number one of our sponsors is Man Tears, which is my special on YouTube.
Just everybody watch this one from front to back. I mean, I was gasping. I didn't think it would be that big of a deal. We had this on in the background, and I was kind of doing some other stuff. Didn't think it would be. I thought it was going to be one of those boring blah, blah, blah. But I kept looking up every 10 seconds, gasping. I really, you're not going to believe how cringe this gets.
I put out 50 minutes. I recorded 80 minutes. I'm going to be breaking it up into pieces because you have to in this fucking TikTok world. I'm an old man trying to keep up in a TikTok world. When was the last time you read a whole book? Which, by the way...
Wait, you should be doing that all the time. You're always talking about your book club, how you... He ain't reading, is he? See, him and Joe always catch themselves. They're always like, yeah, I read a book the other... Well, it was an audio book, and I listened to half of it.
By the way, here's the other thing about this amazing podcast. I'm going to be doing book reviews with Ben Askren. It's called Books with Ben. Yeah.
Book
Ben
reviews?
Askren is a hell of a reader. And
cool.
And we were talking.
Wait, Ben Askren, the Jake Paul fighter?
Yes.
That was the guy who fought Jake Paul,
yes,
right?
That fat guy who got
I'm going to
knocked
be
out.
doing book reviews with Ben Askren. That's insane. Has he ever actually reviewed any of these books?
And is he realizing that even if he manages to do this once, then he has to start reading full books?
Could you imagine? Press 1 in the chat if you want us reviewing books on the show.
And he had this great breakdown of Yuval Harari's *Sapiens*, and I was like, "This motherfucker reads."
Wow!
And I was at his house and I was looking at his bookshelf.
This motherfucker reads.
And he's done he's a wide reader. He reads widely.
No. He buys, right? Listen, nobody reads, they buy. So, yeah, Ben Askren, I'm sure he's got 1 million books. We buy a book every time we need something on Amazon. She adds a few books. $27.99, $39.92.
It's nice to have books around, okay?
I did a joke on her the other day where I came in, I took one of her books. You know, her dream is to see me read one of her books. It's never going to happen, but I did a prank to her. Where I came in and I sat on the couch. She was at her computer or something. I came in, I sat on the couch. I just started reading one of her books, waiting for her to notice. She noticed right away. You were very excited.
I thought maybe you were reading.
Fake reading to excite you.
Well, it
I
worked.
got no interest. I tried reading the book. Believe me, this is me reading a book. And I'll read that first page maybe 60 times. And then I have to go, I have no idea what that said.
Kanye
it's
said
too
this
much.
week that he's never read a book and that books are...
Really? Did he really say that?
Yes, he said books are Brussels sprouts.
Very good. I believe that.
We're going to break a book down so you don't have to read it. We're going to give you the most important aspects. We're going to basically give
I
you
don't
a
think
book
that's
review.
the purpose of books. People want to read these things, right? We're going to tell you all about a movie so you don't have to watch it. What's the point? I started working on it. I might have a book come out, a tell-all. Where I tell all the little stories that everyone's dying to hear. The real stories. What do you think, Jewel? Should I start working on a book, huh?
Yes.
An addiction
I'm
book,
working on a book about
Are you really? Oh, you're doing a book about me?
It's released the day you die.
Ooh, that's pretty cool. He was talking about toe holds. Toe holds. It's a sandal company. Here's a sandal right here. Very, very Etsy-y. Not a real company. I mean, does that look like a real sandal to you, Jules? That's an Etsy
I wouldn't
sandal.
wear it, but I'm not a man.
So these are $300 to $500. He claims that he sold 20,000 pairs of these when they first came out on his website. But then in this, he slips up and says, the website got 20,000 hits. These boomer guys like him, they think hits mean something, right? Like I look at my website statistics, it says hits, 17 million. I don't know what hits means. Hits might mean like every button that's ever pushed on your website over the course of a year. He's saying the toe holds have 20,000 hits on the website. They're $500. They're handmade, and he owns 30% of the company. Not really your company when you own 30% of it, right?
they're the best made flip-flops.
They're not
which
the
they are
best.
on the planet.
No.
The website got hit with 20,000 hits,
Here.
and our orders almost crippled us. So
No.
get them while you can. Wicket and Craig leather.
The shoes are crippling
Every
people.
exotic skin we use, including elephant, all that money. First of all, the skins come from animals that have been have died of natural causes. They're too old, whatever it is.
Gross.
And all that money, and I mean all of it, goes back to the warden,
to you?
the game reserve, to the elephants.
wait.
All the money goes back to... See, that's what I mean. He doesn't even know what he's talking about with this company.
Does Whitney know that these toe holds are made of elephants? By
And
the
all
way?
the money goes back to the elephants, please. All the money goes back to the wildlife.
They're too old, whatever it is. And all that money, and I mean all of it, goes back to the warden, to the game reserve,
What?
to the elephants themselves. So when you're walking around like,
All the money, and I mean all of it, goes to the warden, the game, which is the animals.
We don't like the warden. Isn't that? Isn't
Why
that
are
like
you?
a
What is the
poacher?
point of this business? You guys are doing a lot of work for nothing here. I saw a really cute Instagram of some elephants sleeping in the jungle the other day. You know, they just lay right on the ground.
It's cute.
from
Isn't
elephant
a good product
skin,
for you.
just the straps here. I'm doing more for
Wait,
elephants
just the straps. Okay.
than you
No,
are.
he said just the scrap.
How's that sound?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. Monsieur or Miss Madame Vegan.
He's starting.
Monsieur or Madame
Here it
Vegan.
comes.
I'll just have some kale, please, because it's a complete food. Yeah, I know. I can't keep my head up.
This is a
I have the
bother.
posture of a jumbo shrimp. I'm aware of that. My chest goes all the way in. And I'll do nothing to you if you do anything to me physically. But if you mention anything bad about vegans, I will crush you online. Now give me my fucking kale salad.
There's a lot of this stuff in this episode.
Sorry. Anyway,
Fuck.
let's see. What's in the news?
Here it
Amazon had to turn off their comment section, and because they'll bombard you with bad reviews. I don't actually even believe it's right wing or left wing Americans. I think this shit is going on with these fucking troll farms. I think basically it's troll farms. I think it's foreign actors trying to sow dissent in our country. And that's what they're doing, my fellow Americans. Don't fall for it, I'm telling you. They're trying to kill us. They're trying to kill Tolkien.
They're trying to kill Tolkien! Man! This is the stuff I live for. 21 minutes in, I mean, it's like crazy nonsense rambling. Like, none of it really adds up.
The non-Christians, as it were. The non-Christians.
Stop! He looks like one of those little queer princes from Game of Thrones, right?
As it were. The non-Christians. The ones who don't have the length of bone that us meat eaters, us milk drinkers, us wheat eaters enjoy. The conquerors. The ones on horseback. The ones with blue eyes. The conquerors. Fair hair.
Keeps going.
The kind of hair that goes so well with a field of wheat back in my home. Back when all of us are so pure.
You know, as we are all fully aware, Sam Tripoli draws a line with free speech. If you make fun of his kids, he flips. Brian's got an alternate take. And somebody's got to clip this, send this to Sam, because this take differs from Sam's whole, worldview, how he, thinks things should be. Listen to this.
It was a blast. Great to see Joey out in Jersey. I did Legion of Skanks. Holy shit. Those fans, I can't imagine. That ain't for the fan of heart.
Oh, yes, it is.
It's so New York. Those guys are all like, if you can't roast in New York, if you can't talk about somebody's mother, there's nothing is off limits. Your kids, nothing's off limits.
Really?
It's all fair game.
Nothing is off limits. Your kids, nothing is off. He said
is that
only
only in New
under
York?
the confines of, some Legion of Skanks New York stuff. Can I say that here?
Only on the East Coast only. So if we
I'll
travel
move to the
there-
East Coast.
As long as you enter in that contract, you're going to have a good time.
Okay, you got to enter into the contract first. I think that's what he said.